walks a bit. In any time you stop, a dog will stop and urinate. But how many times do you urinate yourself? Maybe twice, thrice, 4 times in a day, depending on how you drank water. But not with dogs. They urinate with or without drinking water. They urinate often and very frequently. And that is because hydrochloric acid in dogs is 12 times than that one of human. Number 2, they have melanin, which you do not have. Melanin helps them to break down uric acid, then they eliminate them out of the body very easily. But human beings were not created with melanin, such that when you take meat, the byproduct of meat metabolism, that is uric acid and purine, the two, I'll talk about the purine later, but uric acid will compile in the system and take much longer time in your system because you do not have melanin that will help you to break them for elimination very fast. So as long as uric acid remains in the system for some times, this intoxicates your blood. And because of that, you will have last what we call impure blood. Impure blood calls for different conditions, including cancer. I'd already said that. So meat is eating poisons the blood. There is something called purine. Is one of the byproducts of meat metabolism. We have purine. You have purine in a certain level. Those are the things found, but in a very low levels. But purine should not go up. But when you are taking meat, the content of purine in your system increases. See what purine does to your body. Purine is the best devourer of your magnesium. Purine eats up magnesium. That is why they say those people who eat meat, their thinking becomes a bit low, a bit reduced, understanding a bit reduced. The reason why it is reduced is very simple. It is because purine found as a byproduct in meat metabolism will eat up the magnesium level in the body. Magnesium is the food to your neurons, the food to your brain. It quickens the neurons to its works, its functions. But when magnesium is low, I repeat, when magnesium is low, your brain ability decreases. And that is why the Lord never created meat for man originally in Eden. The Lord created you to be a purely vegetarian. But because of sin, the Lord introduced man into flesh. If you read the spiritual book, volume 3 and 4, under health reform, Sister White says that meat was given to man to shorten his lifespan. And actually, it really does. It really does, because it increases uric acid, which intoxicates your blood, and it interferes with your blood functions. This is something calling for your short lifespan. And that is why, if Sister White says that meat was given to shorten lifespan, then scientifically it is true. If you come back to science, it will reveal exactly that meat shortens your lifespan. No wonder flesh eater reach puberty at the age of 15, while vegetarian will reach at around 17, 18. Now you can see the difference. It is true that meat makes your body develop very fast, abnormally, and then it shortens your lifespan. Now purine will eat up magnesium, and when that happens, your brain ability will go down. Apart from that, magnesium is what coats your oxalate. So calcium and oxalate do not come into close contact. We have these three chemicals which are very, not chemical, but minerals, which are very important to your system. One is called the calcium, another one is called oxalate and magnesium. So I want to talk about how calcium urate crystals are being introduced and produced in the body, which consumes the synovial fluids because of their cold condition. For example, when somebody takes meat after producing the purine, this is what happens. Magnesium will be reduced. Magnesium normally coats calcium so that calcium do not get into direct contact with your oxalate. That is one of the major functions of your magnesium. When that happens, you will not have problems with arthritis. But when oxalate come in a direct contact with calcium, they form what we call calcium urate crystal or crystals of lime. These are very, very cold crystallized substances which the body will not tolerate. So the body takes them to the warm area where there is warmth, where there is parts, where there is fluids. That is why they are being deposited to your joints, where you will find the fluid like synovial. They are deposited to your reproductive system, where there are some fluids to destroy both your reproductive system and your synovial fluid, leading to diseases like arthritis and some reproductive problems. So we should not take meat anyway, even though it is very sweet. So in the blood system, meat will poison the current of blood in human. It will. Overeating is another thing which overtaxes the digestive system, and this produces feverish state of the system. So do not overeat. And even when you are eating, please, for you to have good and better circulation, blood circulation, eat slowly, chew food properly. I've said something, though it might appear like something simple, but it is very important for you to know. Eat slowly, chew food properly. Don't eat while rushing. Create time for your meals and eat slowly. It is beneficial. Eating very fast, rushing with food has implications upon your life negatively. It implies some conditions in your life negatively. So, please eat slowly. Don't rush. Chew food properly. Don't overeat. That is simple. Do not eat in between meals. Because when you eat, for example, immediately when you begin eating, after around between 30 seconds to 1 minute, the brain communicates to the gallbladder for the secretion of bile acid to help you in the digestion process. Now, immediately after you have eaten and the brain feels that you've stopped chewing, the process also stops. Then the produced bile secretion and the pancreatic juices begin to digest food in the system. By that time, you don't need the system to stop. But when you eat before the digestion is completely done, a new substance brought in the stomach makes the system to stop fast and begin to reverse the digestion process, giving out condition of that will interfere with the digestive processes because it will stop to concentrate on the new substance brought in, while the digestion that had already been started and left halfway, that food begins to ferment because of the combination that had been given or made it out of. So do not eat in between meals. The only thing that you can eat between your meals is a fruit, and it must not be fruits which contains high fat content, like avocado, not in between meals. Are we together, Lakini? So we have to understand that overeating, eating between meals, rushing with food, not chewing food properly, impure blood is the result. Do not combine milk and sugar at the same time on the table. Do not combine sugar and milk. This intoxicates your blood system. It will bring problem to you. It will. So understand that. Wrong diet will cause impure blood, while wrong combination of food at the same time will also cause impure blood. Do not eat chinsaga together and then you take lemons and then you take milk, and you think you're safe. The other time I was in Manga Hill, we were doing a research at Manga Hill concerning diabetes and high blood pressure, and it was so long. That was way back, 2004. But at Manga Hill, where is Manga Hills? Manga Hills is found in Kisii. Okay, when we were eating, they really liked, they were bringing food for us as evangelists. So they could bring both chinsaga. Walipenda sana chinsaga. Inaletwa vizuri, imepikwa vizuri kabisa, lakini kuna kamaziwa kando. Tunaelewana lakini. Alafu fruits pia ikiwa pale utaona, oranges are there, pineapple is there. Do you see that combination? Do you see that combination? Pineapple is here, orange is here, mbele yako kuna chinsaga, hapo kuna maziwa, then you think you're a vegetarian, you are doing something good. Ensure the right combination of food. Even if it is a fruit, ensure the right combination of fruits which go alongside with food. You cannot take acidic food, acidic fruits at the same time and you feel safe. You increase the acidity in the system. This intoxicates your blood system. The blood which is toxic will produce pimples, boils, acne, skin discoloration, jaundice, headache, and drowsiness. Sometimes many people may have some signs which normally a doctor will identify you at the same time and tells you, okay, you should be diagnosing sickle cell anemia. You should diagnose about leukemia. Go for hepatitis. Go for blah, blah. Many big problems. When actually you have a very simple problem. Your only problem, you live with impure blood. The skin discoloration may come, but you are not having any hepatitis. The eyes may turn yellow, but you don't have sickle cell. You don't suffer from hepatitis B, but the eyes may turn yellow. And if this happens, you can go to the hospital. Diagnosis will be carried out one after the other. You will not find anything as a result. The only problem is you have impure blood. Some people are born with this problem. They are born with impure blood already because their mothers, during their pregnancy period, they did not eat well. They ate things which intoxicate their blood to an extent that this goes through to the fetus. So a child is born already with impure blood. All these signs may appear, but the child does not have sickle cell. So that is one of the things. It will create old looking, even though you are young. Some of you here are already old, but they are young, but already old. Somebody like me, I appear old because my age is gone. My age is gone, nearly 60, 50 something, about 60, and it means mimi nikiwa na wrinkles, it is good because my age has advanced. But some of you are here, they look old. They look old. I have my younger brother who follow me in the fourth position. He is the fourth son after me. But the guy is greatly old. Tukisimama hivi, when we get to a congregation together, he will be given a seat while I'm standing. Nobody bothers about me when we are with him. Because respect is due to the one who should be respected. And according to the way we appear, he should. That is because he's old. Lifestyle may make you become old. One of them, impure blood. If you don't drink water, you will have impure blood. Some people are here, they say that, I don't have any problem. Even if I go a week without drinking water, I don't even feel thirsty. I'm well. I'm good to go. You feel you are okay. You urinate every day. You excrete every day. You sweat every day. And you think if you don't drink water, that you are safe because you don't feel thirsty. It is ignorancy. You must never drink water because you feel thirsty. You drink water because your body needs water. You don't drink it because you are thirsty. After all, whenever you feel thirsty, thirst is a signal that something has gone wrong. It is not a signal that your body needs water. It is a signal that something terrible has gone wrong in your system. So you must drink water always. If you want to know whether your body has enough water, just then it means there is something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong. Wrinkles will appear because of that. Stiff joints and various parts of the body pains. That is why I talked about arthritis. So impure blood leads to arthritis. One of the things that causes, I've said meat, I've said tea leaves, I had talked about sugar, I talked about raw salt, a lack of water, poisons, and so on. So that is also very, very bad. Now, the use of teas and juices, e.g. red clover and alfalfa, will help you to purify your blood. I'll talk about that during the time I'm getting on how to treat this. Ginkgo tree with its miraculous leaves will increase blood flow to the brain, to the nerve signals, and transmission of the signals will be perfect. And this will protect against stroke. It protects against a stroke and improves memory, improves immunity, improves mental energy and attentiveness. The use of carrots and vegetables also will help a lot. Note that elimination of harmful articles of food, drinks, all white flour products, refined food, canned food, sugar products, excess use of oil has greater effect on your blood purification. Drink plenty of water, and it should be warm water if possible, to the mouth temperature. Warm water, and get plenty of good sleep in a well-ventilated room. While sleeping, keep your lights off. Nimeongea nyingi sana, si ndio? I ought to have gone slowly, but let me explain only two statements from my words. Drink well, sleep well. If you don't sleep well, you invite Parkinson's disease, a very serious condition of your brain. A very serious condition. During sleep, we have many things that goes on in this system. Those are the time when your body purifies itself, rejuvenates itself, and replenishes itself. But if you have little time for sleeping, you will not undergo all these processes adequately, and that will bring lack of many things which will cause a problem. While sleeping, put your lights off. If you sleep while lights are on, you are only cheating yourself that you are sleeping, but in the real sense, you are not. We have something called circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is a sleep-wake cycle. How you sleep and how you wake up. Have you ever known when you want to sleep that now I'm sleeping, I'm now sleeping, okay, I'm sleeping, I have slept. I'm waking up now, I'm waking up, okay, I'm awake. Can you understand that? You only find yourself, oh, I slept. Oh, I've woken up. That is because there is something controlling your circadian rhythms. And there are two things that controls the circadian rhythms. And that is serotonin hormones and the melatonin hormones. When the body produces melatonin hormones, you will feel sleepy. When it produces serotonin hormones, it is a hormone that wakes the body up. When there is light, the body produces serotonin hormones. When there is darkness, the body produces melatonin hormones. So when you sleep with your lights on, your body will not produce melatonin at that particular moment for good quality sleep. But it will produce serotonin, which will wake the body functions up. You will be sleeping by closing your eyes, but the body is not sleeping. By that time, you do not have production of serotonin hormones. No good and better quality sleep. You will have problems. So have good time for sleep. While you are sleeping, put off your lights. And there is something also that we need to understand. Impure blood leads to cancer. Cancer is not a disease. I want you to know that. My fellow doctors who are here must help you understand this more. That cancer is not a disease. Cancer is a condition. It is a condition in the body. It is brought about by the body's condition of toxemia. Example, cancer do not come. Wow. My conscience tells me that our time is up. Tumepita na dakika mbili. Let me say these things, then we pray. I don't know when to teach cancer. It is very sensitive. I thought I would have. It seems like Saturday we have a very congested program, right? It's like, because everything is halfway. On Saturday we need time, but the Lord will provide. Now, cancer is not a disease, but a condition of your body's toxemia. Cancer do not develop instantly in the system. Cancer is brought. Cancer is developed. Cancer is made. It is prepared. There is nobody who suffers from cancer without preparing well for it. In order for you to have cancer, you must prepare your body and stage your body for cancer. You must organize your body well for cancer. Cancer do not come to anybody which was not properly organized, prepared, and staged well for cancer attack. Cancer do not come on a single day. Cancer takes several years to develop. A healthy tissue, a healthy cell will take around between 10 to 15 years before it develops cancer cell. A healthy cell develops into a cancer cell with not less than 10 years. See how God is great. God gave you time, 10 good years of impure blood on a daily basis. Eating wrongly, putting on wrongly, drinking wrongly for 10 years is when cancer develops. Cancer develops when cell mutation goes up. Things that leads to cell mutation are what we eat, what we drink, and how we behave. So if we can govern our body well and live a healthy life, cancer can never be part of our history. Never. Never. Cancer is made. Ni ugonjwa inayotengenezwa. Cancer hutengenezwa kwa mwili. Haikuji tu kwa ghafla kama malaria. Una invite. It is a disease that must be invited. You must make appointment with it. Cancer comes to you by appointment that you've made, by your own invitation. It doesn't just come. And because of that, brothers and sisters, blood is important, but anything that interferes with it interferes with your whole system. So anything you've heard me teaching that is harmful to your blood, in order for you to live safely and have a longer life, stay away from these substances and you will never lack anything. I stopped taking sugar in the year 1995. To date, I'm still doing the same, but I've lacked nothing. I stopped taking flesh 1995 when I became a colporter. I began the colporter ministry in 1995. To date, sioni kuna kitu nimekosa. I don't see. So it means you need to organize yourself well and you will live a healthy life. May God bless you in Jesus' name. One question, just one. Zingine andika tu, weka. One question. One question. Fine. I wish to say thank you for taking your time and coming to these lessons. I hope the Lord will never let it go in vain. He will help you. He will help me and live a life that will glorify God, because this body is the temple of the Lord. Be blessed in Jesus' name. Shall we rise for order prayer?